I think that's right. Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Nora, and I am here today with a special person, a very good friend of mine. This is Hyun Martin, and she is a visionary leader and a healer. And I've asked Hyun to come on and be with us today because I really want her to share one of the areas that I've found that she is just amazing in, and that is being able to calm your nervous system, to kind of find that sense of peace in the midst of the craziness and the anxiety and the stress that happens in our lives, especially over the last couple of years with all of the stuff that's going on. So, Hyun, I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Nora. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you and knowing all of your wonderful gifts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. And, just for the people, you and I have had this conversation continuing for almost a year now. And I don't want to catch everybody up on that whole saga. But will you share with us a little bit about your background when it comes to how you got to this point and being able to offer these techniques to us?
Sure. I call myself the trauma specialist because as a child, I had probably every adverse childhood experience except for being sent off to summer camp and boarding school.
Goodness gracious, that's a lot.
So I've had medical trauma. I've had, as I say, I've had emotional, physical, and sexual trauma as a child. So all of that allowed me to be who I am now at 59 years old, able to speak my wisdom, able to speak my truth, able to talk about all of these adverse childhood experiences and how I went from a mess to my message.
There you go. Right? Isn't that the transformation we're all looking for, right? Going from a mess to having a message that we feel is worthy enough to share.
Absolutely. And
There
it's
you go.
called sublimating your wounds.
Yes. Sublimation. I love that. I love that, taking it from the physical into the
Sublime.
ethereal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so there you used a whole long big set of words when we were talking about this. And there's a theory behind what you're going to talk about today. What is that?
Polyvagal theory.
Tell us about that, because I'm not sure that everybody listening
knows what that means.
understands the words.
Okay, so you know about the vagus nerve, right? As a physician.
I do. Tell our people about the vagus nerve.
So the vagus nerve is this nerve that runs through all our internal organs and runs along the sides of our carotid artery. And so, one of the best ways that you can just calm yourself down is just by doing this. And so I always say, rub your hands together and just get them nice and warm. And then just put them right here and just say, ah. But the other one that I really like to do is do it on your face first. So I've combined several different techniques. It's sort of havening with polyvagal and guided visualization. So rub your hands, get them nice and warm. And you may want to take off your glasses, Nora.
Oh, I don't know. Mirrors on my glasses.
So we're going to do this. Now put it over your face. And so by having your hands on your face, you're allowing the blood to come to the prefrontal cortex as well. And so just take a nice deep breath in and let it out. And go ahead and take another nice deep breath in. Let that belly pooch out so that you're massaging your vagus nerve because it's also underneath your diaphragm. So just by the act of deep breathing, you're actually massaging that vagus nerve and saying to your body, you can relax, because you can do this mindful breathing. I always tell people the easiest way to get back into calm and centeredness is through breathing. And so anytime you do twice as long on the exhale as the inhale, then you allow your body to calm down. So now I bring my hands across my forehead and say, thank you for allowing me to make good decisions.
See
My
me
free will
doing
choice.
this in the operating room, right? Let's
So you're
stand in
at
the
your
corner.
temples. Yeah. So you're at your temples, and then you go around your ears and you say, thank you for allowing me to hear and listen and to truly understand what is being said. And so you're using your eyes as well as your ears when you are really listening and really getting the message. So, you want to be thankful for your vision as well. So while you're at this spot, you're basically saying, thank you for all the ways that I can have a sensory world. And then now you go down to your neck and say, thank you for allowing me to express my truth.
For allowing me to express my truth.
Yeah, and be the expression of who I truly am. Yeah. And so just by doing this along your carotid artery, you're also calming that vagus nerve again.
There's a thing called a carotid massage that in medicine we do.
Oh, so as a massage therapist, so what you can do is you can bring your hands back along your occipital ridge. So right along here, you just go to that center point of the occiput, right where the spine and the occiput, the center point. So you can hit that point and just breathe and just sort of like massage yourself a little bit. There you go. Now just go out. It's about 1 inch on each side, just right where your spinal thing is. And then just use your thumbs and just go into that point. And this is the gallbladder meridian. And if you get it correctly, you'll actually feel the energy going up over your head towards your eye. And so many, many people have tension here. And you can release it by doing those 2 points, the gallbladder meridian points. You feel it?
No, but
since you have biofeedback, just keep feeling for that soreness.
Yeah, a lot of soreness.
Yeah. And just allow your thumbs to really work that area along that occipital ridge. And it's like right where your spine and your infraspinatus, all of that. So it's right there. And it's like, I would say it's about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches on each side, depending on how big you are.
I don't know. I'm not so big.
So I would say between your 2 thumbs, the most that you will be is probably 1 inch from each other.
Sure.
Do you feel it now?
No, but I'm thinking about other things, so I'm not relaxed enough, I think, really to.
Okay, so now just bring it out. I go right here at the edge of where your jaw is. You feel it?
On my TMJs? Okay.
Feel it? Good.
Uh-huh.
This is the other place where most people hold a lot of stress.
Yes.
And so just allow yourself to yawn. And so the easiest way to affect your jaw is to actually move your ears up, move your ears back, and then move it down. Do you feel the release?
I do. Yeah. I'm a clencher.
Yes.
I'm a clencher.
So that's why I tell people when you're a clencher, you need to yawn about every hour, 10 times, just to allow yourself to consciously relax your jaw.
Sure. Okay, that's a
So
good one.
before you go to bed, 25 times. Otherwise, you will grind your teeth.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called not being able to express your truth. So this is the havening part, which is I like to introduce affirmations when I'm doing this. And so I go, I am lovable. I am loved. I am love. And I love. And each time you do it, you change the hand that faces your heart. So just allow yourself to do this very unconsciously, but it really is just lovely. It's just allowing your brains to synchronize and to communicate with each other. So anytime you cross the midline of your body, you're allowing your brain to sync up.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Yes, yes. So there's a lot that goes into that. I mean, I know that they use it for child development, crossing the midline to
Absolutely.
really,
Yeah, it's brain gym is what I call it. And
yes,
so
yes.
I'm utilizing a lot of different things to do this. This is havening with, and I know the science behind the havening. And
Mhm.
then, as I say, using positive affirmations and by self-soothing, as well as having these implanted things, which is I matter,
Mhm.
I'm supported, I am safe, I am worthy, I
Right.
am forgiving of myself, I forgive others, let others forgive me, let others forgive themselves. And, this is what I say, that we, by self-regulating, are changing the world.
So thank you. The thought that is coming to mind is that children, when you watch them in their natural environment, actually do self-soothing.
Right.
And
Whether it's
some,
sucking on your thumb,
yes, or, they'll sit and rock or they'll
rocket.
do, and somewhere along the way, we lose that. Do you have any insight into that?
Yes, because and this is the whole idea behind remembering all of these natural, intuitive ways that we know how to comfort ourselves, like hugging someone. And so when you allow someone into your field, you obviously feel safe enough with them to allow them into your field. And then when you allow that other person into your field and you are in your fields for 20 seconds, you both are harmonizing. And so I actually have a hug that I call the BU hug. And so we're going to demonstrate this virtually.
Okay.
So think of it as your right side is your more, what I would call the more masculine side. So it is the giving side.
Okay.
And your left side is your receiving side. Yeah. So there you go. You already got it. So you have the giving up and the left hand receiving.
There you go. I'll do
So
it.
that's exactly how you would go and hug someone.
Oh, so like that. Okay.
Yes. So behind their heart, and you're holding their heart, and you go left to left. So that way that your privates don't meet.
I guess it depends on the person and the day, right?
But this is what I call
Yes.
for everyone. This is
Yes.
a good hug for everyone to do, and to allow yourself to have that safety. But of course, some people may be triggered by touch. And so you need to make sure that they feel safe enough with you
Right.
to receive this.
Right.
So as I say, by doing this and just holding that person and holding that person's heart, and then allowing yourself to breathe. And so you get to say, let's breathe in and let's breathe out. Let's breathe in and let's breathe out. Let's breathe in and let's breathe out. Ah. So by allowing a person to make those sounds and to breathe that way, they really are getting reinforced that it's safe. And then you get to harmonize by asking, what do you want to sing out? Do you want to sing out ah, or moo? So what would you like to sing out?
Moo is what I'm hearing today.
Okay. So take a deep breath in. Moo.
That's all I got. Yep.
So by doing that, we actually harmonized,
Mm.
our sounds by vibrated in each other's bodies.
Yeah.
And we synchronized our heartbeats and our breathing by doing what we did before. And so this is more than 20 seconds. Now, did you feel like you got a hit of oxytocin?
Yes. Yeah. I feel more relaxed and happier, lighter, I think is the way to describe it. So oxytocin, the feel-good hormone, right? The mama's milk, the why everybody is addicted to dairy.
But it is the feel-good hormone. It's allowing you to feel loved and safe and protected and secure.
There you go.
And that's what I practice, and I embody it, and I am able to self-regulate to choose love.
I think you are a great example of that. I mean, probably the best one that I've come across in all of my years. Because, for the people that are watching, Hyun always has this soft, soothing, very, very undulating bass line. I don't see you having huge swings from one side or the other. I mean, you're always very calm, and that's one of the things that I love about you, is because I know that you're a sense of calm in the midst of all of the craziness, the storm that is raging in the world right now. And I can come to you, and you're like, yeah, be at peace. Sit.
It's the best feeling. I mean, honestly, who wouldn't want to choose joy, and who wouldn't want to choose love?
Right.
It just makes the difference, and it does make the world a better place to be in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, my friend, let's
So do you want to know about the polyvagal theory?
Oh yes, tell me about polyvagal.
Okay, so the polyvagal theory, and we all got to do it by pushing out our stomachs and then bringing it in by really exhaling twice as long. So that massages that vagal nerve, and that breathing pattern where you go twice as long allows your body to go into the parasympathetic nervous system instead of what we called
of which the vagus nerve is part of.
Yes.
And that's the I am safe, relaxed, you can look around and be creative instead of running for your life.
Exactly. And so the other quick thing, when you're not, like, this is something that you can do with other people that understand what you're doing, and you can do it by yourself. But when you're in a room and you're being triggered, the quickest thing is, as I said, use your breath. Just remember, twice as long on the exhale, and then just look. It's the sensory thing to get back into present moment, because when you're triggered, you're in the past.
Sure. And so when you're looking, is there a technique to when you look? So
you look for three objects, and you just any three objects, but it's just to consciously say, I'm getting back into my body. I'm getting back into the present moment. So you look for 3 different things. And so, I'm looking at a painting, I'm looking at another painting, and I'm looking at my mirror.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you just say, I'm here, I'm present, I'm here in this moment. And that was the past, and I'm safe right now.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's, I find it fascinating, and we could have a whole other discussion about the energy being tied to the past and events and triggers that take you back in a nanosecond.
And what I say is that you are allowing yourself to actually say, oh, this is another place that I need to heal. The triggers
Absolutely.
can be just like they're just basically a symptom.
Right.
And
Right.
so you can actually go back to the cause, and you can actually reparent or reclaim your soul, because at that moment in time, you split a piece of yourself off because you didn't feel safe and you felt less than.
Right.
That's what a trauma is.
Right.
It's a conscious decision on your part to say, I must survive.
Yeah, it reminds me of Harry Potter and the Horcrux, splitting off a piece of your soul. But it's so true. And we will definitely have another conversation about that, because I think that can help a lot of people. I mean, the understanding of not being crazy and not being able to control how these things rear up. And yet there is a technique, several techniques that all go together that can actually help you reclaim
that power.
Reclaim yourself. Yes. Yeah. And become the whole person. So,
and that's what I always want to end with, which is that we are all whole. We are just remembering all the pieces of ourselves and reintegrating them back into who we are. So you're not broken. You just think you are.
Right. You have to remember that you're not.
So when you realize, and as I say, in 1995, I went and I did the Hoffman process, and that was the first time I felt whole. And that was when I was 33 years old.
Wow.
And so I'm 59 now.
There you go. You have come a long way. And all right. So, Hyun, if people wanted to know more about you, or to find you, or you do some sessions, I think, right?
I do.
For people that are interested, where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on LinkedIn. I am basically building a Kajabi thing.
All right, good.
And so that will be live probably in another month and a half.
Okay.
So right now I will give them my Hyun Martin@gmail.com.
Okay.
And that's an easy way to get in touch with me.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I will definitely have you back, and we'll talk some more.
Yes, it's always so wonderful to see you and to see your energy shine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Dr. Nora.
Yep.